Hello, today I'm bringing you a zombie warrior deck profile. It's an aggro deck that aims to slowly but surely out-resource your opponent, either through one trades or simply by aiming to beat down your opponent. It's an aggro deck. There's not really a lot to discuss about aggro decks. You try to take your opponent's life points with as little resources as possible, and I feel like this deck is less touched than usual. So to show a bit, it runs as a zombie engine. We're playing 3 Pyramid Turtle because it's really one of the main staples of the deck. For one of the main goals of the deck, we use zombies to play Spirit Reaper, since we do have a bit of hand control. We don't play stuff like Vampire Lord simply because I feel like he may be good in some cases, but I would have to test them. I just prefer Spirit Reaper in the sense that it slowly out resources your opponent, or it takes resources from your opponent. If not, it's really hard for your opponent to remove this card from the field. That's the mini zombie engine we play. Uh, we play a warrior engine. We're playing 2 Gearfried, the Iron Knight. He is okay. He deals with equip spells, so they can't snatch steal it. They can't. We can't premature it, but they can't snatch steal it. They can't really use any equips on him that would be defensive ones. I feel like there are not a lot of defensive ones. I haven't tested the waters in the format that much, so I don't know, since mostly my locals don't play gold format. We also play 2 Blade Knight. It's a really great top deck. Also, it's light. Doesn't really matter because we don't play chaos, but if you have played the format, 2k attacker if we have 1 or less cards in hand. If not, if it's alone, it can deal with flip monsters, which is something we really like to do. After that, we have a suite of one-offs for the warrior package. We're playing the Assailant because it deals with big monsters. The Exile Force, which is our main out of reinforcement of the armies. This helps against flip monsters a lot. We have the Warrior Lady to deal with big monsters. Same thing. These 3 are amazing. They deal with basically any big monster, which is our main way of staying in the game. We also play a Dance Luke because, it's Dance Luke. He's a really good card, and he rips cards out of your opponent's hands, which is one of the main ways we trade. Most of the time, you can just go Dance Luke or beat down with Spirit Reapers, and we'll go removing 1 to 3 cards per turn, or on a good basis. After that, we're playing 2 Gigantes. This is the main reason why I decided to test warrior zombie hybrid. Mainly because Pyramid Turtle is Earth, and the good warriors, or one of the best warriors like Assailant and Exile Force, are both Earth, and you can banish them for Gigantes. And worst case scenario, if you're removing cards out of their hand through Spirit Reaper and also Dawn's Luke, you can force your opponent to set them because they might not want to, or they don't want to get cards looped out of their hand, and we can just summon Gigantes, and if they have something big, we can just crash with it. And if they're playing Portia, we can trade with it also, so that's nice. And our last monster is Breaker. Breaker is just a really main staple of the format, and yeah, there's not really much to say about him. He's just really good. We don't play Sangan. I feel like it's not necessarily. It's a really good card, but I don't feel like it's necessary in the deck. I still have to test the waters on the format and define if I really like them. After that, we're playing a lot of good staples. We're playing 2 Book of Moon, 2 Nobleman. Nobleman because we don't really like flip monsters, and Book of Moons because they help keep our opponent off of our big monsters, and also because we can trade Book of Moon for any monster, and yeah. If we steal our opponent's flip monsters, we can also use Book of Moon for that. After that, we play 2 Book of Life, really good with the zombie package. Sometimes it might be a dead card since we don't have them in the graveyard, but with this you can revive the Spirit Reapers and remove cards from their our opponent's hand. We can also use this for Sinister Serpent, which is always nice, and we can help our opponent remove light and dark monsters so they can't play their chaos package. After that, reinforcement, no introduction needed, Searches Warriors. Creature swap because we can just trade our Pyramid Turtle for a flip monster, and that is something I really enjoy doing. You just trade them, and that works. Worst case scenario, you just give summon a Gigantes, steal their Jinso, and just crash his Jinso into your Gigantes. After that, we have generic staples, which are the Heavy Storm, the MST, of course, for removal. Really good cards. Must play them. 1 Premature Burial, 1 Snatch and Steal. Premature Burial, well, it's our 3rd Book of Moon, but not Book of Moon, Book of Life. It revives anything we want, any monster. Snatch and steals any monster we want. After that, we play the Trinity, Graceful Charity, Pot of Greed, and Delinquent Duo. Duo maybe cut for a Sinister Serpent. He's going in and out. Duos come in handy. Pot of Greed, as always, is great, and Graceful same. The only problem with Graceful in this deck is that it's just a plus. It's not even a +1. You don't really have that much stuff you want to discard. Maybe your zombie monsters if you're going second and you can go heavy. After that, for trap cards, play 2 Dust Tornadoes, 2 Sakus, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Ring, 1 Call, and 1 Torrential. Sakus and Dusts because it's self-explanatory. The back row is self-explanatory. Torrential is good for heavy aggro decks if we're losing the aggro match. Call of the Haunted revives. Ring of Destruction closes out games quicker. Mirror Force protects our monsters or our life points. Sakus protect us from bigger monsters, and Dust Tornadoes deal with back row. So that's the deck. Main combos, we don't really have combos. We have like mini combos like Creature Swap with our Pyramid Turtles. We can just trade our Pyramid Turtle with something, Crash with anything, and just summon the Zombie Turtle. In some cases, you can just give them the turtle with Creature Swap. If they have something set like a Magician of Faith, we can recycle the Creature Swap, and also just if they crash into something, we can also crash our monsters next turn. Well, yeah, that's the deck profile. It's really fun. It's something that I have been considering testing again. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the deck. And if you have any suggestions, leave a comment below.